All right, what's up, everyone? Happy Friday. It's Final Fantasy fucking Friday, bro. I got some coffee here. This guy are sick, yeah. I'm not sick, I'm just down with the sickness. This isn't spicy water, this is spicy coffee in a can. I don't know if it's gonna get a good ASMR sound. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, that was a nice prolonged one. I don't think you're gonna hear much fizzing. On a scale of 1 to 10, how unspoiled-spoiled do you imagine yourself to be? Probably like a 2 or 3. So my extent of spoilers is that I looked at data mined pictures from the demo. So I know some stuff that's in the end. I also had to look up some stuff when I was moderating last night to be able to tell if it was a spoiler or not, so I did kind of spoil myself on one thing that people turned into a meme, which isn't that big of a deal, honestly. I know it's gonna be different, and I watched the first, like, couple hours. I was half paying attention the first couple hours. I didn't play the demo either, so I'm probably gonna be a little slow starting out while I learn the combat, and then I'm probably gonna speed up to where I was. Oh, that's cold coffee, for sure. I just woke up, so I hope you guys are doing well. I was considering playing this last night really late, but I figured, I'd just go to sleep and wake up and try and stream a little early. I guess it's not as early as I had hoped it would be, but that's fine. I am looking forward to all my favorite characters, like Sid Highwind in Red 13, Kate Sith, Vincent Valentine. I'm looking forward to playing as all those people. I think that'll be very good. Anyway, I don't really have much else to say. We should start the game, and then I can talk shit about it while I'm playing it. So let's simmer down now. Let's pop on over. My jet engine PS4 is, I think, far enough away from my microphone. Ah! Sorry, I just had a little accident there. It should be good. You shouldn't be able to hear it. Let's hope this works. My Switch, for some reason, behaves much better with my capture card than my PS4 does. I don't know why that is. All right. Maybe not. Is the white light on the side of the PS4 good or bad? Isn't it supposed to be blue? Format not supported. RIP. What the fuck is this thing doing? God, I hate my PS4. I had to take it out of the closet for this game. Press button? Maybe? Button? It's because we played Death Stranding on it, and it's given up. Now it's white and pulsing. That's what she said. Can you... Okay, now it's orange. That I'm guessing that's off. Turn on? Oh, it beeped again. Oh, blue. I see blue. We got blue. Oh. Oh. Screen's doing something. Hey. Look at that. You guys are gonna have to let me know how the volume is because the way I have this routed, it's kind of hard for me to exactly tell what's going on. Installing add-on, yes. The summon materia add-on, of course. Let me turn this all the way up. I am streaming in 1080p, 30 FPS, just because that's what this game's native resolution and frame rate is. So I figured it would look best on stream if I streamed it, captured it that way. So hopefully it looks good for you guys. I do have a launch PS4 that was dropped on its head as a child, which may impact performance, much like myself. Additional content has been downloaded. Very good. We got musics. It's a little on the quiet side, yeah. Is it true that the summons are DLC? Only 2 of them, and they're stupid, shitty ones. Not DLC. 2 of them are pre-order bonuses, and 1 of them is DLC, I think. I'm gonna turn up the... no. Update later. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. Darkskins here. Hey, Great Sphinx. I haven't been here since you showed oscilloscope music in the old 50s and 70s advertisements for women as cashiers and police gun training showcase. Cool to see you stream when I can. Well, thank you, Darkskin. I appreciate that. I do post all my videos on YouTube. I don't think any of my streams are worth watching, if I'm being totally honest with you. Sometimes I make a funny noise or, like, knock into something. Those are the good times. You could condense all the entertaining parts of my streams probably down into like a 5-minute video. And I've been streaming for like 2 years now. All right. I'm going to change a few options here real quick. Is there... Wow, classic is like easy, huh? Loops, don't let him catch you saying that. I might change this stuff later. Do that. Let me turn the game down a little bit more. Oh, that should be good. That's a weird selection of languages too. I guess Canada is why you'd give French also. I kind of want to see what Japanese is like. I don't know if you can change it mid-game, but I'm not going to start with Japanese. What are my expectations of this game? I think it's going to be very different story-wise, and I think that'll be okay. What I'm interested in seeing is how they're going to handle after this game. I kind of don't like the idea that it's Midgar only, because I think Midgar was cool in the original game, but it's not really like, it doesn't really capture the entire vibe of what the original Final Fantasy VII offered. Like, the world is so big, and there's so much interesting shit in Final Fantasy VII. And we're gonna be stuck in, like, for 30 to 40 hours in just a shitty gray city. That might not be the case. Maybe you know, go other places in your fucking mind's eye or something like that. The combat looks cool. I'm just, you know, I am also kind of disappointed that, like, less than half of the main characters are in the game. Because, to be honest, my favorite characters in Final Fantasy VII aren't any of the starting characters. Like, Tifa, Barrett, and Eris are all just, like, whatever. I like pretty much everyone you get after them. But I don't know. We'll see what they do. I'm interested to see how much they retranslated and are reinterpreting the story, I guess. But yeah, we'll see. Any idea of when I last played the original? Yesterday. Was that yesterday or 2 days ago? I've been streaming the original with the AI upscaling for almost a year now. I think I've done like 12 or 13 parts, so the original is actually pretty fresh in my head. The beginning of the original isn't super fresh in my head. That was like about a year ago, but I did just play it not that long ago. They were very infrequent streams, so it's okay if you missed them. So is this supposed to be on top of the plate, I'm guessing? How's the volume? Oh yeah, it's gonna be out of sync. I shouldn't sing along with the music because of my capture card. Volume looks like it might actually be a little high. I'm about to be a little high on Mako energy. There's Cat Slide. Although I always thought Cat Slide was under the plate. I gotta say, they did do a very good job with all the pre-rendered stuff. And from what I've seen so far, the cuts from like the pre-rendered cutscenes to the gameplay are like, you can barely even tell, which is pretty cool. It gives you the impression that the game has much more detail than it really does. I haven't seen Advent Children in a long time. It's weird that Amano only gets credit as logo designer, even though he did a lot of the concept art stuff. Oh, fuck. The flower got fucked up. Very cool, Squaresoft. I do like that in the music, in the reorchestrations, they kept certain PlayStation sounds that are very PlayStation-y, like in the it's like a white noise sweep that it's kind of hard to make the sound with my mouth, but yeah, the music's probably one of the best parts of what I've already seen of this so far.
Get down here, Merc.
Whee! Weird, it doesn't let you go to the menu at the start. All right, well here he is. There he is. Look at he slashes. So if you don't know, this game's on Unreal 4, which is interesting because oh, sorry, Barrett. They're the Luminous engine or whatever it was called for Final Fantasy 15 was a pretty good engine. There? And they spent a ton of time developing it, so it's interesting they'd switch to a third-party engine. Use square to attack with Cloud Sword. Hold square to unleash an attack capable of hitting multiple enemies.
You're coming with us. Nice and easy.
Don't think so. Not bad.
Wow, I'm already level 7. I'm so fucking good at this game. Holy shit.
Who in the hell? Hands where I can see him.
Have fun.
Just like the simulations. ATB gauge fills as time passes, and by attacking with square. Once a bar is full, your character can perform special actions. Charges can be used immediately or saved. Try attacking the enemy to fill the gauge.
Freeze! Move and we shoot!
Go it.
You can expend ATB gauge charges to perform battle commands, such as using abilities, magic, or items. Press X to try using one of the commands.
Head.
He can use magic? Where the hell did he get the materia?
Good question.
Let's go.
Wow, look at all these cool trophies I'm getting. Checking data out of battle, main map and menu, main menu and map. When not in battle, you can check the map, open menus, and view various kinds of information. Oh, touchpad. When the arrow, okay, yes. This is map. I'm interested to see how long it's gonna take for the next part to come out.
You got this.
Yeah, what he said.
Avoiding attacks. You can defend against enemy attacks by pressing R1 to guard or circle to evade. A successful guard reduces the amount of damage suffered and also charges your ATB gauge.
You're coming with us.
Can't get surrounded. Nope. Burn.
Nice, I hit a wall.
No escape. Nothing to it.
I like how the magic works so far. It's interesting. It's different than what I expected. Interacting with the world, press triangle to open chests. If you see the word hold, then you need to hold down triangle. It's weird to me that they made triangle the interact button, but okay. I'm guessing part of the reason they went with Unreal Engine 4 is it was easier to hire more people to work on it. It was easier to like get artists and people who are familiar with the engine. I'm guessing it also had better post-processing effects built in, and like a lot of middleware like physics and other shit. I'm just looking at some of these advertisements here, like The Adventures of Stump, Book 3. Yeah, Final Fantasy 15's development was hell. And I wouldn't be surprised if the fucking working in the Luminous engine was awful. And you gotta remember too, like if you're a video game developer and you have a big project and you're like, God damn, son, we need to hire like 100 people, or even if it's like 50 people, and none of them have experience with your in-house engine, that means you have to spend a lot of time and money training them. So it kind of makes sense that they'd go with a third-party engine. If you find boxes with the Shinra logo, press OK. I do think this is a little weird. The, like, let's run around and smash boxes for items. But whatever.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now? He's got balls, this...
Soldier Boy.
What was his name again?
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
Really enjoy the work with, though.
I keep wanting to press
You'll take a
X
look at
or
it, too.
square or circle to interact.
You'll keep us safe.
Looks are what people
Right,
notice
Cloud?
first.
Yeah, I'll keep you safe, fatty. Oh, I mean, Biggs, Wedge.
I'd say you're not even
Yes,
reading the
see.
same book.
Enough. We're done here.
Or even the same...
Give it a rest.
Come on, nobody do something this crazy just for money. They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
What?
Honestly, they should have just called this Final Fantasy 16. I know it's a remake of 7, but like,
Wedge.
why not just call this Final Fantasy 16? It's not like Final Fantasy 9 rehashed a lot of stuff that like Final Fantasy 1
You
through
better
3
be
had.
worth the money, Merc. Every last gil.
It wasn't a remake, but to me, this is basically the same thing. Locking onto targets, press R3. Okay, you can use R. All right.
Get him, boy!
Guess you're first.
Yeah, go hide behind the box. Not what I wanted to do. All right then. Well, that was a fucking waste.
Need a light. All right.
So, the difference between Punisher and Operator, are they just like different attack styles?
Was never in doubt.
Main menu, view your inventory, all that jazz. You can't use items from your inventory? It's a little weird. Manuel. Can I read somewhere about remedial spells? Oh, like a remedy, not like remedial learning. Okay, we got shortcuts for commands that I guess we'll be able to use at some point. Can I read about Cloud's different movesets anywhere? I guess not. And when I'm not in combat, I can't actually like attack normally. Reactive style and offensive. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. What I think I might actually do, though, under system options, camera and controls. I'm gonna try putting camera repositioning on and see what that is like. That's where the camera automatically tries to go back behind Cloud. I kind of feel like that might actually be easier for combat. But let's see. Cloud's doing his little dance. Animations look good so far.
Not so fast. We've got company.
Should be easy. Let's do this.
I wonder if it's good to switch it up in between like attacks. Yeah, I know.
Still in it. I won't give up. See ya. Enough. That it?
Interesting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to actually. Part of me wanted to wait for the PC version, but also part of me like couldn't wait to play this, to be honest. And like, because I knew I'd watch everyone else fucking play it, and it would spoil everything for me, and it would be hard for me to avoid watching people play it and waiting like a year or whatever it's gonna be.
Get ready. See ya. All good.
So what do I? Oh, I need ATV for that. I forgot.
No holding back. Enough.
So the only difference I can tell is like one of the sets is like slower heavy attacks and the other is like faster rapid AoE attacks. Ah yes, hold to push lever. Very good. Game does look very good at this part so far though.
Come on, Cloud.
I'm playing on a base PS4 by the way for people who are curious.
I'll secure our escape route,
Okay.
You go on and catch up with the others.
Brr, 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 brr. From what I've seen in Unreal Engine 4, it's very easy to create nice environments like this. Other stuff is much harder to do in Unreal Engine 4, but
Soldiers may attack on command, but I hear they make good guard
it's very
dogs,
good at
too.
looking good.
Bet you've seen a few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako storage?
I believe it's pronounced Mako, sir.
Ain't holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal little
What the fuck
dog?
does stamp mean?
Have it your way, Mutt. We can do this with
Wait,
you, or we
does
can
he
do
mean
this without
stamp
you.
like the dog?
Different
I
reactor,
thought the dog's
different
name was
layout.
Stump.
Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
I didn't realize that line was referencing the in-game dog.
Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door open soon. Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door open soon. Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door
I'm very
open
worried.
soon. Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door open soon.
All right, anime boy.
In 3, 2. Damn, I'm good.
Who's there?
It's me. Don't worry, guys.
Oh, wait. It's over.
I work here.
That's my line.
Cloud's unique ability, switching modes. Every character has a unique ability, all 4 of them, which you can activate with triangle. With Cloud's mode shift ability, you can switch between his balanced operator mode and his attack-oriented punisher mode. Press triangle to try it out.
He's alone. We can take him. Make it rain.
Got him.
We're back.
So far, combat's pretty good. The
Cut it out.
pretty good lighting too. The camera's a little wonky, but it's not too bad.
Simmer down, hot
Simmer
shot.
down now.
It's a good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? And we're good.
Careful in there. I got this place covered.
Tuft of Phoenix down, huh? A Moogle medal. Did I already miss? I bet you I already missed
Well,
stuff.
what are you waiting
I wonder how far it lets you go back. Ah, fuck it. Who cares? It's probably, who gives a fuck about, ooh, wow, holy shit, did you see that? Look at that temporal anti-aliasing. Holy fuck. I don't know if you guys can see that, like, that line from the door. The shadow. Ooh, gnarly. Ooh. Ooh, the sword does it too. It's not a huge deal, but wow.
I got this place covered.
I'm not gonna nitpick. It's just interesting to see how they do different graphical things. Like, I can very clearly see on my screen when you have something dark against the light background, since they're using temporal anti-aliasing, you can see like severe ghosting, which isn't, you know, honestly in motion, you can't tell. You have to look for shit like that, which is fine.
Looks like the elevator's on another floor. Mind pushing that button?
Oh, I don't know if I can do that. That's too big for my brain.
So, you know Tifa, right? It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
Close enough. I'll be honest, I kind of don't look like how Nibelheim looks in this. It looks like it's in the middle of a desert, which is a little strange.
Are you ignoring me?
Tifa and I.
We haven't even gotten to the part yet where my biggest nitpick is. And it actually has nothing to do with the textures after watching it the other day. Shinra office looks cool as fuck though.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir.
Avalanche.
We are currently investigating whether they belong to the same group that made the attempt on your life. Rest assured, our inquiries will not take much longer. This pump's sole purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako. It doesn't rest, and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me! You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
My PS4 is crying out in pain
You really
right
hear
now.
that?
Damn straight I do!
Get help.
Say that again!
I'd worry less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds. Save the screaming for later.
Barrett's a screamer. Confirmed. Let me move my mic over. Maybe you can hear my
Our
PS4.
lives are on the line
Can I
now.
pause during cutscenes? Yeah, you can. Listen to this. It's gonna take off. You didn't play Final Fantasy VII. Are the character personalities in Remake accurate to the original? It's interesting. I was actually just watching a video about the translation earlier. I'd say that the personalities that I've seen so far are accurate to the US translation. Which is the thing, is that apparently in the original Japanese translation, Barrett wasn't as much of a like angry Mr. T. He was more of like a cool, like solid snake,
You
like
listening, Merc? One false
cool and
move.
collected kind of dude. Except at times he'd blow up,
Well,
but
so much for
I don't
having
know.
Cloud do all the
I
fighting.
don't speak Japanese, and I've never played
There
the
are some
Japanese
places
version.
a sword just can't reach.
But so far, yeah, they seem pretty accurate to the original.
Just bear with them for me, would you?
In the beginning, Cloud didn't really give a fuck about any of this
Should have
shit.
asked for more money.
Why doesn't Cloud have a gun? He can't aim. He's like a stormtrooper. Barrett joined the party. Barrett specializes in ranged attacks. Holding down square releases a sustained burst of automatic fire when equipped with a ranged weapon. Barrett can fire from safe locations and hit enemies Cloud cannot reach with his sword. I do like that in the combat system they now have like ranged and melee characters.
Gonna throw your sword at him? Let the man with the gun go to work. These tin cans ain't got nothing
Overcharged, yeah, I know how this works.
on me. Now for the real show. Want some more? Suck on this.
Cool camera, by the way.
Suck it. You're up.
Why did I switch characters?
Suck on this.
Don't
Oh, weird.
overdo it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
See ya.
Earlier it said you could use left and right on the D-pad to switch
Get your ass
targets,
outta
but that also switches characters apparently.
Damn it. Suck it.
Yeah. Use L2 or R2 to issue commands.
You got
How does that work?
Do
Okay.
your job, Merc.
Shut up and move over. Get ready. Not bad.
Interesting. Barrett was always an eco-terrorist street preacher type. It's just important now with voiced cutscenes and shit to hammer that home. Basically, the only way you can get charismatic enough to lead and an abrasive dick in the same package without them being a villain. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how he was. I'm hoping they maybe give a little bit more more inspiration for why Avalanche formed in this. Because Barrett, honestly, especially,
Look what we have here.
A laser security system.
not trying to
Will
spoil
hurt more than your pride if
or
you're
anything.
careless.
I mean,
They'll cut you down to size and then
I know everyone hasn't played Final Fantasy VII. I mean, it's not gonna probably get brought up in this game, but like,
Then make
Barrett's
a move.
real motivation is that he hates Shinra more than he wants to save the
Nothing like a little
planet
danger
in
to
the
get
original
blood
game.
pumping.
Hey,
Just keep those baby blues of yours on me.
Dashing, okay. Realistically, it's the stuff with like Dyne and North Corel is why the fuck Barrett cares about any of this shit. Otherwise, he probably wouldn't give a shit, realistically.
Not too shabby.
So it would be interesting if they kind of explore that in this game. The music is so fucking good.
More of the same. Come on then. Pretty easy, right?
Uh-oh.
Nice job, Cloud.
Thank you, Jesse. I needed your words of encouragement. Yeah, stand over by the trash. Another thing I really like about Unreal Engine 4 is all the particle effects. I love that even opening chests has like amazing looking particle effects. And I feel like I actually am getting a sense of like, I know the backgrounds of the original Final Fantasy VII pretty well. I can kind of tell what sections they modeled like some of these parts off, like these stairs and where these lasers are and stuff.
They don't call those things sweepers for nothing.
It's cool to see what they did that's new and what they did that is very inspired by the original.
We can take this hunk of junk.
That hunk of junk is a heavy weapons platform. If we rush in, we die.
Is that right?
Need to hit it with magic. That should give us an opening.
Yeah. Barrett, how about you charge that ATB, bro?
Deal with that.
Guess it's my turn.
Staggering enemies, hitting enemies with certain attacks or dealing large amounts of damage will temporarily knock them off balance, and pressured will appear underneath their gauge. When this happens, pelt them with spells and abilities to quickly fill their stagger gauge under the life bar. Once it is full, you can stagger them. The gauge fills faster depending on the abilities and magic used, as well as the foe's vulnerabilities. Find the most effective attack to quickly finish each.
Hey, you stop moving.
Let's pin it down. Give it all you got. I got this.
Of course. It just had to get back up.
So we knock it down again. No time to complain.
Time to fry.
Take it over.
Staggered in big pixelated letters. Enemies who have been staggered are defenseless and take more damage. Using unique abilities on a staggered foe will quickly boost your ATB gauge. Boost your ATB gauge quickly so you can unleash more abilities and attacks. Got it.
Now's our
Abilities.
chance. Go.
Don't need to tell me twice. I'm gonna enjoy this.
So long.
Okay. Interesting. I kind of like how the ATB thing works. I wonder if you get upgrades so you can hold more than 2 ATB charges at a time.
First. Soldier first class. Doesn't go into the 20s.
The hell you talking about? I mean your age, not your goddamn rank.
I actually was talking about this with other people the other day. I was talking with like Jeff and Dave about it. If they do Final Fantasy VII, if the second, spoiler alert, spoiler for a 23-year-old game I'm about to drop here. So if you don't want to hear what happens in Final Fantasy VII, which could be totally different in the remake, stop listening for a second. People I've been talking to have said that they think maybe the second game will go up to when Aerith dies. Spoiler alert, Aerith dies. If you were to go from the end of Midgard to when Aerith dies, that means that the second game, the second part of the game, would include Calm, the Chocobo Farm, the Mithril Mines, Fort Condor, Junon, Costa del Sol, Mount Corel, North Corel, Gold Saucer, Corel Prison, Gungaga, Cosmo Canyon, the G Cave, whatever you want to call it, Nibelheim, Shinra Mansion, Mount Nebel, Rocket Town, Wutai, which was optional, so maybe not Wutai, Temple of the Ancients, and then the Bone Village, the Sleeping Forest, and the City of the Ancients. So I'm guessing a lot of those you can cut out, but some of those you can't cut out at all, because like you can't really cut out any of the Corel and Gold Saucer stuff, because that's Barrett's backstory, and that's where you meet Kate Sith. You can't really... They could cut out Gungaga. That's where you find out about Zack, but I could see them cutting it out. But you also learn about Shinra trying to find huge materia then. I can't see them cutting out Cosmo Canyon. They might cut out the Gi Cave, but that would also be weird. You can't really cut out Nibelheim or Shinra Mansion. You can't really cut out Rocket Town. Wutai you could like move around or make it somewhere else, but then I could see them condensing down like the Temple of the Ancients, Bone Village, Sleeping Forest, and City of the Ancients all into like one thing. But yeah, so if you're gonna end the second game, that's so many areas versus just doing Midgar. So
Soldier's rank could be the same as his age.
again, I have no idea how they're gonna approach it. I don't think even they know how they're gonna approach it yet. I mean, I don't think they're gonna keep a world map type thing. It would be cool. I mean, you could fly around the car in Final Fantasy 15, but it also made you realize how small the world in Final Fantasy 15 was. Even though it was a big open world when you're on foot, when you can fly around in it, it suddenly becomes a lot smaller. I think it would kind of suck if it was the kind of thing where you like walked up to a terminal and you just picked which location you wanted to go to and you teleported there. Because that doesn't feel very next gen to me, if you will. I actually wouldn't be surprised if part 2 or whatever ended up being like next gen consoles only, maybe.
That's our target, the reactor core. Gotta set the bomb at the bottom.
The bomb at the bottom.
Let's get down there.
Cautions. Swirls. I mean, the other option is they just like cut out almost all the side shit.
God damn. I can practically taste Tamako in here. Hurry it up.
Well, the thing is in the original game, once you leave Midgar, you can't go back to Midgar for a while.
Oh, it's pounding like a jackhammer.
But then you have a whole section of the game where you go back to Midgar and do a bunch of shit. So I wouldn't be surprised if, like, in part 3 or whatever, there was, like, a whole nother expanded Midgar segment. Because they spent all the time making a super detailed Midgar for this game.
Not that way. Down the ladder, dummy.
Warning. Warning, you are walking the wrong direction. He just fucking just turns around. I would totally have zero problem with like a cutesy, not to scale over world map. I don't think that's a problem. I know that was always for technical limitations and stuff, but I wouldn't even mind something like that. Or if you were in the Highwind and you had like a what looked like a satellite map, like a 3D scan. You know how on if you go like on Google Earth and then you turn on 3D mode. Like I honestly wouldn't mind something like that either.
It's on you.
About damn time. How'd you like that?
I think that could actually look really cool.
Come on. Ain't no thing.
I like how Cloud does fucking nothing.
Deal with that.
You think if we fell in, we'd sink right down to the bottom? To the planet's
No?
No, the pump would suck us back up.
core? How comforting.
Barry, you some kind of dumbass? Yeah, Cloud, go fucking nuts.
No time to celebrate.
Sure there is.
Bottle of ether. Yo, Barrett, you want to get high? So I've said it. I've said it on stream before. My thoughts on Final Fantasy VII Remake. If I were Nomura, part 1 would have been all of Midgar. Some shit leading up to Fort Condor and Junon. Because I definitely feel like you could reuse a shit ton of Midgar assets to make Junon. And then the game would end where you fight Genova on the boat to Costa del Sol. And after you kill Genova on the boat, because that's also the first time you really see like the Sephiroth ghost in person. Before that, you only see his sword. And you don't even see Genova. You see like Genova has escaped. So ending it there and then like ending it on the boat and being like, it'll be a week before we get to Costa del Sol, where what's happened to Sephiroth, and then starting the game in Costa del Sol in that chill like location, I think would be smart. But I'm sure they've changed huge parts of the story, and like tons of shit's gonna get cut for the sake of adding stupid bullshit like characters that don't even matter or something. I don't know, we'll see.
All right, let's see if Little Stamp really can bite the hand.
It's
that
Stump.
feeds. Go on, do the honors. Prove to me you're the man Tifa says you are. That you're one of us.
Never said I was. I'm just here for the paycheck.
Then do the damn job.
Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
I always wondered what the fuck that thing Cloud wears on his wrist is for.
I'm fine. What about the timer?
Your call, Merc.
20 minutes.
Pretty cocky,
Yeah.
ain't you?
B. I like how Barrett is literally strapped. He has just a bunch of buckles and straps.
You double-crossing!
Uh-oh, Guard Scorpion. Attack when the tail is up for massive damage.
Heads up!
What in the hell? Hey, how the hell do we fight this thing?
It's got reinforced armor plating, but the internals can be overloaded. Lightning magic.
No other option, huh?
It's on you.
About damn time. Coming at you, hard. Hell yeah! You see the damage I did?
Keep it up.
Ooh, that hurts.
Keep it together.
All right, watch and learn.
Ooh.
Could keep going if I heal up.
Interesting.
Firing one off.
It definitely does take a little bit to get used to.
Cause I don't. So now, knock on me. That's the delivery. You're up.
Let's do this.
Ooh.
Gotta heal up.
Need my help, do you? Knock on me. Bring in the heat. Now, why you gotta pick on me?
I was blocking.
Bring it home.
Alright, never mind. So much for being staggered.
The hell is that?
A barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plan, genius? Bingo! Focus on that core.
Oh, now he remembers. Don't keep me waiting in suspense next time.
Still in it. Take the lead.
It's my time to shine.
Or go down in flames.
Right up your fucking ass.
If we don't change it up soon, this thing's gonna kill us both.
Less talking, more shooting.
How about less lip from you?
No holding back. It's on you.
Yeah, I'll do it. Hell yeah, baby!
Now's our chance. Give it everything you've got.
Back up the lip. Suck on this. You're up.
Taking over.
Oh, come on, I was fucking out of there.
Focus and find a way. Don't overdo it.
Limit breaks, taking damage, staggering enemies fills your limit gauge. When the gauge is full, you can use limit breaks, which are extremely powerful attacks. You do not need to spend ATB charges to use these attacks.
Bring it home.
I got this. Now you're in for it. You're out of luck.
Bam, bam.
That's it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Get ready. Don't just fight. Adapt. So long. Take the lead.
Need my hip fire. Fire in one off. Oh yeah! Time for some hope.
It's weird. It seems like whenever you stagger him, it just goes to the next phase instead of actually staggering him and letting you do damage.
Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
Huh? So what do we do?
Don't get hit. Take cover behind that debris. Don't overdo it.
Want some more?
Strike now, before it fires again.
You're up.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Calling fire.
Fuck.
Gotta memorize the attack patterns. Try this.
Ah, fuck off.
Deal with that.
Hip fire. Back up the lip. Sure could use a break.
I do.
Bring it home.
Take it over.
Why does it keep switching my mode?
Hey, it's doing that thing again.
Find cover and hunker down.
Again and again and again.
Barrett doesn't fucking. He just doesn't go and take cover. I guess your teammates are fucking idiots if you're not controlling them.
It's wide open. Gonna light it up. Bring it on. That's all. Bring it on. Ain't no limits we can't break. Gonna blow your ass straight goddamn scorpion. You can handle it.
Let's do this.
Ain't done yet.
Heads up! Tail laser!
I see it.
Then take cover already!
Barrett, you fucking bro.
Now, go! Deal with that.
Damn time. Oh, hell! What's it doing now?
An auto repair unit. Damn it. We gotta take it out quick or we're screwed.
Oh, I am way ahead of you, Merc.
Gotta time our attacks just right. Hold out until you spot an opening. It's down. Rain hell on it.
Ain't gotta tell me twice.
Burn.
Burn.
There goes another. Now's our chance to do some real damage. You're done.
Not what I wanted to do, but that's okay.
Sorry. Need to do something about these wounds.
All right. Interesting. Combat works very differently than I was expecting it to. I do kind of hate... I'll wait to complain. Hold on.
Shit, the bomb!
Shit.
20 minutes until detonation.
You hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Come on, we've got to move.
So my first thing I'm gonna say is that your teammate AI is fucking dumb as shit. It seems like if you're not controlling your teammate directly, they just kind of auto attack and get hit, which is kind of lame. I didn't play a ton of Final Fantasy 12, but like the Gambit thing where you could like Dragon Age Origins had a similar thing where you could you could kind of script your teammates how you want them to behave in combat. I'm kind of surprised this doesn't have something like that.
Give me a break.
I really don't like how it automatically switches your attack method when you're switching back and forth between people. I also don't like sometimes you end up when there are other enemies near you, you walk really slow. It's very strange. The combat's fun though. Better than Final Fantasy 15 for sure. I know I'm playing on normal. I actually see this combat system being very difficult for people that aren't used to playing. Oh, yeah, I guess the Gambit thing might be make it a little more on the inaccessible side. Which way am I supposed to go? Oh, I guess left.
You okay?
That was a cool jump you did there.
Do I look okay? Help a girl out, would you?
Good thing she has that shin armor on.
Hey! We'll link
I like
up
how the
over
timer
there.
stops
Look
for
after
cutscenes
Jesse.
too. Very realistic.
Come this way. This route should lead us straight to Barrett. Probably.
But like, yeah, I'm guessing there's never gonna be a case
Come on.
where like Cloud's low on health and my teammate will cast Cure on me because I have low health. It's gonna be always something you have to manually do, which is fine.
Don't look back.
I do think it would have been cool, like, if you could get to the point where you have more than 3 party members and like they can all be active at a time. But I think that's asking for a little bit too much. And it would be hard to design encounters around that too.
Running out of time.
Shut up and climb. You're not helping.
Sorry, it keeps me focused. I'll freak out if I don't talk.
Have it your way.
Look how fast Barrett climbs with his one arm.
There it!
I've got you covered. Find us the way out of here.
But then,
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got Soldier Boy with me.
X, Soldier Boy.
They're here. Take them down. We don't have time for this shit. The clock's ticking.
Cool it. 5 seconds is all we need. Need a light? No holding back.
See, like, look at how I'm walking right now. I guess you have to get very used to dodging around in battle, because if there are still enemies around, you move extremely slow,
Gotta get the hell out of here, ASAP.
which is very weird to me. Barrett, and your allies charge their fucking ATB very slow. I guess the idea is that you're supposed to do it yourself or something.
You got this. Coming at you hard and fast. Still. Bang, bang. Catch you sleeping.
God, I really wish it didn't switch back to Punisher every time you did that. That's really fucking annoying. Maybe I can change that, actually. System, options, gameplay, cursor position in battle. Remember, maybe? I don't know. I doubt that'll actually do it, but we'll just see.
Down.
Yo, what's up, comrade? Got a Potoin. Got a Mako Shard. Mako Shards.
It's over.
Here I go, moving real fucking slow again.
That was easy.
Sure it was.
You watched my Animal Crossing stream and it was fun? That's good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, Noida's changed a lot. There's like so many new spells. I didn't get very far because I'm rusty, but Yeah, so it doesn't stay on Punisher or Operator mode. Let's see. One of my other, I wouldn't call it a complaint, but if you're in the middle of an animation or or like if you're shooting or attacking or something like that, you cannot dodge out of it. You get committed very hard to your attacks in this, which is interesting because like I was watching Vinny play yesterday and I was like, wow, like you get, and it happened to me too just now. Like I was getting hit by a lot of those guard scorpion attacks.
More like we'll both be done.
And I was like, you should just be able to dodge those. That shouldn't be too hard. But no, it's definitely.
Keep it together.
They actually, if you're like staggered from a hit, or if you're fuck off, or if you're in the middle of shooting or something, they definitely do make it hard for you to dodge. And of course, Barrett doesn't have any ATB. And you can still take damage when you're in the middle of an animation like that, which is also interesting.
No holding back.
You don't look so good. Take care of those wounds before you bleed out.
You could like heal me too.
Pushing it.
All right. Watch it. Don't look now, but it's about to get real. Hard on the pain.
All done.
All the things I'm complaining about is why you can't enjoy a modern Final Fantasy. I mean, kind of right there with you. That's why I kind of stopped playing Final Fantasy 15 partway through. I actually really liked the teleport thing in the combat system in Final Fantasy 15, but how different is it from Final Fantasy 15 combat? It's very different, actually. I'd say it's severely different. I'd say it's much better so far, although I still have a few issues, but we'll see how it plays out.
Sir.
Yo, cool phone, dude. Yeah, this is kind of a weird thing. If you block a physical attack while in Punisher mode, you get free counter. Yeah, I need to I think I need to learn to block more than dodge. It almost seems like dodge is more for getting around. Music is a bit loud. I'm fine with it being a little bit loud, but turn it down a tiny bit. Yeah, it doesn't even seem like the dodge has like iframes or anything. Y'all got any items over here?
If I couldn't, believe me, you'd be the first to know.
I'll take that as a yes.
Whee! Wow, cool fucking jumps, bro.
Okay, that was pretty cool. All right, come on.
It must be the Mako. That was pretty cool. Avalanche. Yeah, so far cool. Again, I'm really not looking forward to all 40 hours being in Midgar, but maybe there's like some segments where you get to not be in Midgar, or like they've made some interesting, unique areas. But I guess we'll see.
But a few scratches to show. Think you might have overdone it?
I followed the instructions to the letter. Maybe it triggered a reaction with the Mako?
Well, let's hope the city's still in one piece.
But the planet's what matters, right? I mean, this must have helped some.
After all that, it had better have. Anyway, let's get going. We in Sector 8?
That'd be just down there.
All right then, lead the way.
You got it. Huh.
It's too bad this game doesn't have a dynamic range option in the audio. At least I don't think it does.
Watch out for live wires.
Yeah. No.
They're everywhere.
Rear.
Ugh. The air in here reeks. Can't wait to get out in the open. Man, what is that? I've never smelled
I don't think the
anything so
next
foul.
part. I mean, when I saw
It's
it,
me. Gotta do
I don't
something
think
about
it's.
that.
It makes sense. I mean, I think it's a more realistic way of doing it. Granted, that's the thing in Final Fantasy. Part of how they made this game 30 hours is they show all the bullshit that happens between, like,
Felt that one in my guts.
you know,
Just keep on coming.
We need to
the
get out of this
pre-rendered
place.
scenes, right?
Was it the
There's
Mako
just
that
more
said
going on.
The primary explosive? The blasting agent?
Hey, we can figure that out later.
I'm running on empty here.
Whoa, Barrett, what the
You can
fuck?
refuel at the base.
Next time I'll have to bring a little pick-me-up.
Yeah, me too, bro. You got some to share?
How much farther do we have to go?
Not far.
Look at that texture. You guys like chunky pixels?
That's about as good a place as any.
Stand back then. I'll set the bomb.
Can't wait to see you, Marlene.
Can't wait to take a hot shower.
She's good to go. Fire in the hole!
It's nice to see Jessie using her bomb skills.
You sure told those doors.
Let that be a lesson to anything that gets in my way.
Attention all citizens. Attention all citizens. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. Unidentified intruders have detonated a bomb inside Mako Reactor 1. Multiple explosions have been confirmed, as well as ongoing fires. In response, a disaster warning has been issued in Sectors 1
So
and
Sector
6.
8 Business District means we're on top of the plate right now, I'm guessing.
Rendering the entire sector hazardous. Therefore, all residents of Sector 8
No.
Yahweh.
way.
This couldn't have been us, could it?
But what if it was?
We were supposed to blow it up. Who cares? What the fuck did you think was gonna happen when you put a bomb in a reactor?
It ain't pretty, but we can't stop now. This was just the first reactor, and the planet won't be safe till we get the rest.
Yeah. We always knew this was gonna get messy.
And this is only the beginning.
Y'all gotta look at the bigger picture here. Nothing worth fighting for was ever won without sacrifice. Though you may not be crying out, I know you're in pain, just like the planet. But it's okay, cause I'm here for you, to help take the load off your shoulders. Your fears, your worries, your concerns, and yes, your feelings. Whatever your problem, I got you.
So, what's our next move, boss?
That's easy enough. We get our asses home.
Well, there was some weird fucking like texture shit going on. There was like a line right here. Ah, yes, more ether. So we can get fucking wasted. I saw a lot of people yesterday being like, oh my god, it's so heavy-handed and whatever, and it's like post 9/11 Final Fantasy or whatever. But it's pretty accurate to what the original game had.
Hey, I'd like my money now.
You can have it once we're back at base.
All right, dog. Okay, now I'm gonna get into my probably. Well, let this scene play.
I don't need to tell you
Yo,
what
material
this is,
looks nice.
right?
Of course not. It's healing materia.
You can have it for saving my life.
Just doing my job. Nothing more.
Do my job.
Yeah.
How does it
That's
shrink
it.
down to fit
I'm
into the
lucky you
hole
were
in the
there.
sword?
Survival can be a matter of luck or skill. And you can't rely on luck.
Words to live by.
Yeah, well, thanks.
You do know how to use it, right?
You do know what I was, right?
I was a soldier. I'm gonna let the tutorial happen. You can set materia to weapons, armor, materia, press triangle, use the slots, select the materia. This ends the tutorial. Wicked sick. Alright, biggest... Oh, God.
I was only trying to help. Oh, before I forget, here's a little something extra for being so
Is it a
brave.
kiss?
That really was the ride of a lifetime. Well, see you on the train.
More ether and high potions. Here's my biggest problem with this game so far from what I've seen, to be totally honest. I think all of these NPCs, like, it's cool that there's so many and that they're all, like, unique and diverse and, like, they're all doing different things and whatever. They look like it seriously fucking just looks like they bought some third-party human asset pack. Oh, humans with different outfits. Over 500 unique-looking people and outfits. These clothes... So I saw people saying yesterday, Cloud and the gang look out of place in the city and, like, with what's going on. I think it's the NPCs that look out of place. I think that the majority of the NPCs are wearing generic modern clothes that, to me, I guess that's kind of the Final Fantasy VII vibe. But it kind of doesn't fit to me. It's like, oh yeah, I'm wearing jeans and fucking Birkenstocks. Look at this dude. You want to fuck with me, bro? And this dude's just wearing a normal suit and a vest. It's like they didn't do any art design on, like, generic people. These don't look like Final Fantasy VII clothes. It just looks like normal people clothes. They look like they're from, like, The Sims 4 or something. Whereas, like, look at, like, Jed. My name is Jed. Like, Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse. You know, they have unique clothing. Barrett has unique clothing. Tifa has unique clothing. I guarantee you, as we get introduced to story characters, they're gonna look like they fit in the world of Final Fantasy VII, and everyone else is gonna look like they're from a generic asset pack. And I get, yeah, this is the rich district and whatever, but, like, even things like the buildings, the cars, like, everything has some art design to it, but the people don't. It's just like, oh, I'm just wearing clothes, bro. You know, it feels a little lazy to me, to be totally honest. I mean, this guy has boots. That's kind of cool, even though they look a little weird. Describe how one would look here. I think there would be a little bit more like industrial design to the clothes. Because, okay, look at these EMT dudes.
Up here.
They look like they belong here.
I said look up.
I think that, okay, so if you look at,
I give up.
I don't know, look at something like The Matrix.
Don't fall, okay?
The costume design in The Matrix, or the costume design in something like, I don't know, the most recent season of Westworld, or like, I don't know, like you can mix normal looking clothes with like cool contemporary fashion things. Like these guys look like they belong in the world. These two guys here, everyone else looks like they were just kind of plopped randomly. And when I first saw it, it kind of took me out. Granted, so when you go to the slums, it's kind of the same thing. They're just wearing dirtier clothes. I mean, I'm fine with them looking nice and clean, but like I want to see like what looks like modern or like semi. It just doesn't fit with the Final Fantasy VII aesthetic. It looks like real life. And like there's some things that are realistic in this game, and then there's like hyper realistic like future tech stuff. So it's just very weird to me to see. Again, it looks like a generic asset pack of, oh, you know, 1,000 unique humans in modern clothes. It's like, oh, okay. I kind of don't remember what the NPCs in Final Fantasy 15 looked like, but I kind of feel like I kind of feel like
Send a stretcher. Danger's not past.
yeah, I don't know, man. It's hard to explain. And then you have a fucking ambulance that looks like a totally normal ambulance too. Like, why do all the other cars look all weird, like retro futuristic, but then the ambulance is normal? Like, even the fire trucks look somewhat unique. It's a very nitpicky thing, but as soon as I saw it, I was like, wow, those people look like they're from The Sims. And to me, it's less that like Cloud and the main characters stick out and more that the NPCs stick out. But that's, I don't know, maybe that's just me. Oh, here we go. Now we're going off cannon. Strap in. Even some of the subtle design stuff, like in Sephiroth's cloak, you know, it doesn't look like just a leather coat. You know what I mean? Like, it has flourishes and stuff like that. I feel like if you never played the original, this part would be extremely confusing.
He couldn't be. But then...
Ooh, look at that film grain. Yeah, so we got like parts of Nibelheim here. I definitely think this is like way too early to be dropping Sephiroth shit. We're less than we're just over an hour into the game, I think. And it's like, oh yeah, you remember the bad guy? They set up Cloud as an unreliable narrator early on in the original game, but they do it much more subtly, I feel like. Oh boy, I sure do love slow cinematic walking sections.
You're not real. You're dead.
I am.
I killed you with my own...
Oh, you need not remind me. It was the crowning moment of our time together. But that was then, and this is now. I have a favor to ask. Our beloved planet is dying. Slowly. Silently. Painfully. Can you bear to see the planet suffer? Cloud.
Sephiroth's voice actor is pretty fucking terrible. Maybe it could be the directing,
Were the planet to die. So many.
but he sounds like he's fucking like on Ambien or something,
So bright.
or Xanax.
The sound of her voice, pleading for me to spare you. The shiver of her flesh, yielding to cold steel.
Yeah, Sephiroth's been hitting the ether too hard.
That which binds us together would be no more, and I would be loath to live in such a world. Which is why I must ask you this one.
You know what
thing.
I'm realizing is my video
worry.
capture.
It's a simple thing. Run, Cloud. Run away.
Kind of doesn't. It's a little
have to
bit
leave.
light, maybe from my
You have
Animal
to
Crossing
live.
filters. I'm gonna adjust it a little bit.
Good, Cloud. Very good. Hold on to that hatred.
It was a little too bright. That looks a little better, I think. Yeah, that matches more what's actually
I'm
like
seeing
on my
things.
screen.
Fumes from all the Mako, maybe. All right. You got this.
Yeah, that's a little bit more color accurate. I keep forgetting the video capture card, like using a capture card can kind of fuck with the colors and stuff like that. So minus 0.7 gamma looks much better.
Oh my! I think that's about to give way too!
You ever seen a guy with a big sword?
I must be seeing.
Yeah.
We have to get out of here! I think that's about to give way too! I could never hope to climb all that. A second later, and
Girlfriend's
the
waiting.
expressway was damaged too?
Let me go home.
How are the training course?
Get me out of here.
Sure, we could try the alley, but is getting to the station really worth breaking our necks over?
Yes, because we won't.
We won't what? Is that Elon Musk?
Have to get to the station.
Elongated muskrat?
Noise. Never forget that noise.
I deserve it.
Nothing. The people who did this are monsters.
Die, monster.
Quickly! We have to
You
get out.
don't deserve to live in this world. This guy I could believe being here. He works at one of the restaurants right here.
No! Everything was fine then. We Everyone are at the station.
I repeat. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations
What's up?
Center. An evacuation order has been issued to the occupants.
So if we're in the rich neighborhood, why are there kids just crying in an alleyway? This looks like these are like the orphans popped out. Like we're kind of far from where the reactor explosion was, right? I mean, I guess there's damage here. But yeah, it's just like dumpster kids.
At least the trains are still.
This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency
I mean, it's cool. It's world building.
Evacuation order has
Oh,
been
here we
issued
got
to
some
the
funky
occupants
animate.
in the vicinity of
Oh,
Sector 8
how you go? Okay, he goes downstairs normal, but he goes upstairs a little fucking weird.
The explosions at the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires. Many homes are at risk. It is not safe to remain indoors. Please leave your residences at once. I repeat. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. An evacuation order has been issued to the occupants
What a mess.
Sector 8 Expressway. You are advised.
You guys were you just chilling on the roof when this happened?
The explosion at the reactor has caused numerous ongoing fires. Many homes are at risk.
Yeah, damn straight you shouldn't have come up here.
To remain indoors. Please leave your
Oh no, I'm
residences
so
at
sad.
once. I repeat. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. An evacuation order has been
Buford, ride the wind.
in the vicinity of the Sector 8 Expressway.
Mom, we want to get our toys. Not now. I'm sorry. Well, we can get them later, right?
Sure you can. After this is all over.
Many homes are at risk. It is not
Look at him, look at him go.
Please leave your residences at once.
What's up, guys? You doing okay?
Do what you like. I'm taking the kids to safety.
This is an alert from the
We stay together.
Yeah, together.
Once you're on the street, you'll want to head for the plaza with the fountain. The station's not too far.
Thanks, random dude. You gonna join my party now too? I mean, it's cool to run around Midgar and stuff like that. Mines. Pharmacy.
Good thing I stayed put.
Bar Cosmo.
My friends at the
Is that Cosmo or Cosmo?
So Shinra
It's
did.
Cosmo. Cosmo.
Don't let the intruder escape.
Cool.
Security's everywhere.
That's cool. Can I grab those items?
You must be close.
No need to make it harder for
All right.
yourself.
Extremely dangerous. Those in the vicinity are instructed.
I mean, some of these,
The real target was people like us here on the plate.
like these outfits look what like someone, if these people were at the bar,
You think so?
this looks bar attire-y, I guess, for this area. Like this girl right here has an outfit I'd expect in Final Fantasy VII with that like collar and those like the puffy sleeves and stuff like that. Ooh. What's wrong with your face? Ooh, they got andouille? Only $4.99, huh? Chuck. We got Chuck shoulder steak. Hot dog hamburger.
My friend fled to Shinra HQ.
There was a big
These are obviously, these kids were at the bar too. Drinking their Shirley Temples.
I'm gonna leave, just to be safe.
Ooh. Ooh, can we get some cool physics going on here? Is this Half-Life 2 now? Look at that texture. Alright. I did say I was going to go through this part fast. And I'm definitely not doing that.
You are too weak to save anyone.
Gil is just supposed to be like...
Not even yourself.
Good point. How do they do sense? Because if I was gonna say Gil is like yen, but if they only charge, if Cloud only got 2,000 Gil for this job, I don't think he'd be doing it for like 20 bucks. You know?
Here, this is for you.
Huh? A flower?
That's right. It's a gift. You know, for scaring those things away.
What things?
The Dementors.
Never mind. Think of it as a memento.
Just my luck.
I heard that, you know.
How much?
Well, that depends on the customer.
$20.
In your case, it's on the house.
Her lips are really
Lovers
shiny.
used to give these when they were reunited.
He blew up a reactor
I'm involved in
for 4
things.
Phoenix Downs, yeah.
Dangerous things.
He's got to feed his ether addiction
you
somehow.
So?
So keep your distance.
I'm dangerous.
Wait, you think someone's out to get you? Is that what you're all worked up about? Relax.
Don't wave your hand at me like
I
that.
promise.
What do you think I am, a child?
Hey, a Mako reactor just blew. You shouldn't be out here trying to sell.
Help me!
It's the Dementors. Whee! Scary ghosts!
What are they?
Drop your weapon!
No?
Are you blind?
You know, you're right.
Wait!
Nice meeting you.
Okay. Sure, why not?
Sword on the ground! Right now!
Nah.
That's that. Enough. See ya. Burn.
Man, it even switches you back to Punisher mode when you
Let's go.
cast a spell. That's really annoying. I'm surprised that's not a setting. How do I look at the map again? Loveless Street, huh?
Stop!
Here we go. It's over. No escape.
I really hate that you can take damage while you're in the middle of casting a spell.
Let's do this. Enough. Was never in doubt.
HP up. I don't have room for it, right? Yeah, I don't.
And avoid the plaza near the expressway. Train services may be suspended without warning. Should this occur, your patience and understanding are requested. I repeat. This is an alert from Shinra Emergency Operations Center. The area near the expressway is still extremely dangerous. Those in the vicinity are instructed to leave immediately.
Yeah, I'll say now for people who know, I'm semi spoiled about what the ghosts are. I know what they're supposed to be for, because I had to look it up to see if it was a spoiler when people were spamming dumb fucking memes in chat, which kind of sucks. And I don't know where they're gonna go with those. I mean, it could be cool the way that it's done, but also it does seem a little on the weird side.
There he is! You're not going anywhere! HQ, this is Sector 8 Unit 4.
Get ready.
We have eyes on the target. We need backup. I repeat, this is 8-4 requesting immediate backup.
Burn. See ya. No holding back. That's that. That it?
It's cool how suddenly there's like no fucking people on the street anymore. As soon as we have combat. Orb of Deadly Dodge. So I guess that's where I'm supposed to go. But there's all this cool stuff here, so.
All clear. Kill.
No, you die.
Here we go.
No kill, die.
You're mine.
Ooh, that's 666 damage.
Let's finish this. Let's do this. That's right.
Ooh, level up.
Let's go.
Ah, yes, a pair of power wrist guards. Just what I was looking for. Do they actually show up on Cloud? No, that would be too cool. Weird that they would fully model them for the inventory, but then not show them on the character. I mean, I guess at least they show the materia, right? That's cool.
Just give it up! Don't run! Take him!
Box him in! Box him in! There's nowhere to run! All right. All good.
Target sighted! I repeat, target sighted!
No
Cool all that damage I took for standing still.
It's over. It's over.
Troopers on standby!
How do I feel about Persona 5 Royal rating higher than this game? Don't care. Persona 5 looks like a cool game. I just... Cool, can I dodge out of this place?
All good.
Ooh, 420. Praise it. Bro.
No holding back.
Yeah, I gotta learn to block more. I was holding the block button when that happened. I guess you can't block special moves like that.
Let's do this. Anytime now.
Yeah, blocking is important. I wonder if there's like timed blocking.
Bring it.
Okay, I was holding it then too. Okay, so it seems like operator mode has the counter.
Don't let him escape! Give up!
Ground forces engaging target at Fox Plaza. All nearby units converge and provide immediate support.
It's over.
You're out of time! Requesting immediate reinforcements at Fox Plaza.
Tiny burn.
Target still mobile. Support. Proceed to rally point at the station.
Not the chairs.
The rooftops look clear.
Interesting. The location of the objective changed completely. I guess I could use those grenades that I have. Why is there just like a tent set up here? Persona fanboys are grading. I agree. The combat system looks cool, and the like style of the game looks very cool.
We got you now. Let's do this. Enough.
I have no interest in like weird Japanese high school monster life simulator story bullshit. The story just seems so unappealing to me in that game. I was blocking. What is happening to me right now? Oh, okay. Just gonna walk away.
You're mine. That's that.
It would have been nice if, like, you could item use. You could have done something more like Dark Souls, where you have like
Aerial recon. They want us to lock down the station area.
a dedicated button for like healing items or whatever.
No holding back. It's over. Let's do this. See ya. I'd be better off trying my luck somewhere else.
An evacuation order has been issued to the occupied buildings in the vicinity of the Sector 8 Expressway.
Persona has a time limit? What's the time limit? 150 hours?
As the reactors have caused numerous ongoing fires.
Our target's just one man. We'll get him.
Not going to the station anytime soon.
Please leave your residences at once.
I just want to go back and see if I missed anything over here. No, I guess not. Every main bad guy area has to be done in a certain amount of time. Oh, okay.
Looks like the station's crawling with public security. Over there! Open fire! Shoot
Oh,
to
cool.
kill!
They can do that while I'm on the ladder.
Close call.
Shoot me.
Be advised. Target approaching residential area. Seal all access immediately. Target sighted. Get him.
It's all or nothing now.
They're doing some cool stuff with like cinematic cameras and like the level design. Oh. That was weird. Let's do Deadly Dodge, I guess. See what that is. That's all about. Someone's fucking shooting at me.
Don't underestimate him.
Who the fuck is shooting me from over there?
Screw you. Think you can keep up?
All right.
Come get me.
It's over.
Enough. It's over. Nothing to it.
That would be so lame if you got different weapons and you always had the Buster Sword. They would never do that. I mean, even the original game didn't do that.
I see him! No holding back. Enough. Let's do this. That's that. Not bad.
What's up, generic?
Confirmed. Target has entered residential area. All lockdown is in effect. All units.
A security lockdown is now in effect. Residents are instructed to remain inside. Do not venture outside.
Fuck your bicycle.
You're mine now!
When the lockdown has been lifted.
Get ready. It's over.
This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. The suspect, reactor 1 bomb, has been sighted in the vicinity of Fountain Park.
Target spotted. Moving to intercept.
Lockdown.
I'm up here, guys.
Residents are instructed to remain
Kind of surprised you can't jump.
do not venture outside.
I know that seems dumb, a dumb thing to say
No holding back.
for a game like this, but I kind of feel like this could have benefited from being able to do like aerial. Actually, I don't know. You can do aerial stuff. It's just kind of like automatic. What's up, boys?
Get the bastard! Got you!
All right. It's over. That's that.
So if you switch targets, you like kind of lunge pretty. You can close distances with just your attack. Yeah, just being able to jump over the railing would be nice. Like, I'm wondering, are there items up here?
This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. The suspect, reactor 1 bomb, has been sighted in the vicinity of Fountain Park.
Ah, yeah. Ah, of course, the ether. Need my ether.
He's here!
That's that.
Level 10.
Enemy combatants, you have been warned. Surrender yourself to public security immediately.
No, I'm good.
You have nowhere to run.
You're done. No escape. Let's do this. Anytime now. Let's do this. All right, that's that.
Cool.
That it?
Yeah, the combat's pretty fun once you get used to it. I do think dodging and blocking is a little shitty. I feel like you should be able to interrupt your animations with either of those, at least to some extent. Like, give you a little bit of a leeway. Oh no. It would be cool if I just like cut the cars in half with my sword.
Enough! Enough! It's over. Calling fire. Let's do this. That's that. It's over. Still in it. Time to burn. Shit. See ya.
Oh shit. Really? You can block that? Really? So if I counter, I take all the fucking hits except for the first one? That's cool. Love that.
Okay.
Let's try that again. Attack me, bro. Weird, if you dodge, it even takes you out of operator mode. Nice block.
Pay attention. Anytime now.
Alright, I'm fucking this up.
No escape.
Cool block, dude.
Here it comes. You're done. Let's get this over with. Enough. Long live Shinra.
Alright then.
Let him escape.
I guess that guy's kind of like a mini boss.
This is Sector 8, Unit 2. Target is surrounded. Moving to secure.
Wait. I know that.
I know that haircut. So that whole section was just like filler, pretty. I wouldn't call it filler. I mean, there was combat and you got to see some world building and stuff like that. But in the actual game, original game,
You think he's a keeper?
that 30 minutes was like a minute and a half or 2 minutes.
On my go. You had me worried for a minute. What the hell you been up to, huh?
Giving public security the runaround. That's what. Had to draw them away from the station somehow.
Nicely done.
Well, can't argue with results, huh? What?
Very quiet train, by the way.
Wait. Got a question for you all.
What?
Ever been attacked by an invisible enemy?
You've been hitting the ether too much, Cloud?
Wearing robes. Came and went like the wind.
Thought they were invisible.
They were, at first. Only saw them after she grabbed me.
A new Shinra weapon, maybe?
More like a panic-induced hallucination.
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Suit yourself. Come on, let's move up.
Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta go do something really quick. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's see. All right.
A lot of people here.
And in the freight car, too.
Because of the evacuation order, maybe?
Lucky us. We've got a crowd to hide.
This is also a weird choice, kind of. I don't know why. I guess maybe to try and make it fit more with like the explosion and everyone freaking out. Like in the original game, the train was like scummy and empty. And now it's fucking packed. With grungy NPCs.
Stop that right now!
Like this, okay, this girl right here with the chains and stuff like that that's walking away, she looks like she belongs in Final Fantasy VII. In Midgar. Everyone else?
Oh, never mind. Sorry to disturb you.
So cramped.
Kinda not really.
Got it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bump.
Man, everyone's on edge.
Of course they are.
Hey,
Stop
Cloud.
that right now!
Stop what?
If you're about to unburden yourself, don't.
Yeesh. You
I
don't
think
make
that
it
woman
easy.
has the same face as this woman. This woman right here
Are you the one who grabbed my sleeve?
is the same face as this one. They even have the same hairband. They just have different clothes on. Yeah, so much for diverse NPCs. This lady is the same lady that we talked to at the beginning, where she was like, should we go do the thing? And the guy was like, no, we shouldn't go do the thing. So I guess there aren't that many unique NPCs, which again, honestly, also this train kind of doesn't look anything like the trains in Final Fantasy. It sort of does, but like the wood floor is a little weird. There's no like graffiti or anything like that.
Could Avalanche really be behind all
What's
this?
up with that fucking kid's hair? He's got like a hair helmet on.
I'll be nice and talk to my brothers. Just leave me alone.
Yeah, like this girl was the only girl who had a budget for like costume design. Everyone else just got Sims clothes.
House still be there?
Hey, got a sec?
You see, my daughter now lives in Sector 8, so...
I don't care, lady.
You're, holding up pretty well, huh? Even after what we saw at the station and all over Sector 8?
I'm a soldier.
Wow. My hands are still shaking.
You get used to it.
Something to look forward to. Or maybe not.
Who knows what'll become of Sector 8?
Should have never gotten out of bed this morning. Just called in sick.
Yeah, you're right. I know that feeling.
Did Mr. Shinra catch the bad men yet?
Is that a baby? Why is it like in a sock? Wrapped. It's wrapped up, but it's like in a sock inside of its wrapping.
Should have never gotten out of bed this morning. Just called in sick.
Did Mr. Shinra catch the bad men yet?
The fuck? 'Cause I was ready to die. 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 'Cause I was ready to die.
Good thing there'll
Little
be
help, Cloud?
electricity where we're
Please?
going.
I'm sure Sector 7's affected too.
No,
I can't stop thinking about it. The bomb I made shouldn't have produced.
Maybe
an
you should
explosion
talk
that
quieter
big.
about that bomb we just set off.
The explosion triggered a reaction with the Mako. You said so yourself.
That was my first guess, but shouldn't a reactor have fail-safes to prevent that kind of thing? You mentioned invisible enemies back there, right?
Right.
No. I'm just looking for excuses for something that was clearly
Yeah, I was
my
just
own
tripping
fault.
back there.
Gotta own up to it if I'm gonna learn from this and move on. Thanks, Cloud. You're a good listener.
I doubt this will be the last attack on a reactor.
Good to know Cloud shaves his armpits. I guess. Maybe he just doesn't grow armpit hair. I'm not really sure.
I can't believe I survived that. I was ready to die.
All right, dude. See, this car looks a little more like what I would expect.
What kind of maniacs would go so far as to bomb a reactor?
They've yet to announce it publicly, but I heard it was Avalanche's doing.
Really? Aren't they the terrorists who tried to kill the president?
Is there nothing they won't do?
Hey, quit talking out your ass. Everyone knows Avalanche only cares about saving the planet.
I feel like the Shinra employees too should have like badges or like.
Just who do you think
Some,
you are?
I guess he has like a little pin.
A law-abiding, concerned citizen.
Law-abiding? Really?
Shh. Don't antagonize him.
In my humble opinion, that explosion was a message. A message to the bastards bleeding our planet dry. Think they got it? Heard it loud and clear? Y'all's masters?
We will not submit to intimidation or violence, but work together for peace and prosperity. That is how civilized people change the world.
That's right.
That is the Shinra.
Nice golf clap.
Them's fighting words.
It's what we believe. We all have to follow our conscience, don't we?
We should go.
Right.
All these other people are just like,
Time for a little nap.
yeah, time for a little nap.
Man, this train is slower than molasses, am I right?
Oh dear.
It's just a sword.
I didn't hear anything. You gotta believe.
Did you say something about my sword? Thought I heard someone say like, it's just a sword.
Well, I get it if you can't relate. Shower might help. A long, hot one.
They'd probably kill us if they knew we were the ones responsible. No, don't think about it. They'd probably kill us if they
Yeah,
knew we
I
were
mean,
the
I'm
ones
fine with the suit and tie Shinra people. I think maybe it could be a little bit more, have a little, again, it just feels like with the NPCs, there's a lack of art direction. It's just like, make them look like real people. And honestly, in video games, I think that's boring. And I don't think it fits this world. Like, an ID badge, a lanyard, like red lapels, like on the shirt, or like some sort of like interesting design on the suit, like red shoulder pads or something, or like, I don't know, like.
Man, this train is slower than molasses, am I right? You hear that suit?
Something to make it fit in the world a little bit more.
We're the good guys, damn it.
I know, Barrett.
You hear that suit? Shinra creed my ass.
It feels like it's probably the last thing, like the NPCs were one of the last things they added to the game almost. That's kind of what it feels like. Like they probably had placeholder NPCs and then they like just like added something that is like randomly distributes all these like generic modeled characters as NPCs.
Let's get this out of the way. Personally, I find visual aids make the dull stuff a lot more bearable.
Did you say AIDS?
If it helps, think of it as an initiation rite.
How many times do I have to tell you people? I'm not...
There's such a thing as playing too hard to get. So, Here we've got a wireframe model of the great city of Midgar, complete with massive steel plates suspended 300 meters above ground level, atop which stands a shining beacon of civilization. The whole system is sustained by the Mako reactors, which feed the insatiable appetites of the public.
The train will be passing through an ID checkpoint shortly.
This here is the train's route. As you can see, it'll take us around this
Like
main
Jessie's
pillar.
outfit is really cool because she's wearing
we're
like a
about halfway through
wetsuit
it
kind of
now.
thing.
They've set up a
Turtleneck,
checkpoint here
a
to scan
wetsuit
the IDs of
turtleneck,
all
and then she's got like
passengers heading in and
chainmail
out.
and plate over it.
Date of birth, residential status, criminal history, all that and more is automatically cross-referenced in their databases. Public security wouldn't have it any other way. Heads up. Don't worry, our IDs are impeccable.
Cool rearrangement of
What'd I
this
tell
song. I like the
Have a
like
little
guitar
faith.
sound.
Won't be long till we reach the bottom. Relax.
Take a good look. It's because of that great big pizza in the sky that people down there gotta struggle to survive. Shinra sucks up Mako while the soil turns to dust, the air fills with smog, and the flowers die.
Then leave and don't look back. That's what's always worked for me.
Well, that's all well and good. If you're only out for yourself. But the folks down there don't have the luxury of choice, you know?
Like this train, I suppose. There's only one way it can go.
Kind of disappointed in that section in the original game had a cool FMV where it like pans outside of the train and shows it like going from the top plate down to the slums. That looks really cool. And that kind of got, I guess, is just not a thing. That was the intro. I know, but there was a separate FMV. There are a couple of separate FMVs
Don't worry, I'm fine.
where it shows it going around, like the train's going around the central pillar, and you get like kind of a pan around shot of underneath the plate.
Hot damn, we are good!
Yes! Bombs detonated 1, members lost 0.
Hey guys, we set off the bomb. Everybody clap.
Brighter future.
Hell yeah!
Guys!
This is so fucking anime.
Lower your voices, huh? People are listening.
Oh, right.
Now get some R&R. You've earned it. Just be ready for the next mission, all right?
I can't tell, is Jesse's waist extremely unrealistic?
See you soon.
Is this giving us unrealistic
At Seventh Heaven,
body proportions?
you know, where Tifa works. Don't keep her waiting. She'll worry.
Here's another example. Why was I looking at her waist? Why wouldn't I? See, now everybody just has like dirty slum clothes down here, but they're still like very under.
He's really tall. You'd have no trouble spotting him, even if he was in a crowd. Sorry, doesn't ring any bells.
Okay.
Please, you
Like the train attendant guys, like, see how he has like an armband and he has like this. This looks like a character that got art design. You know what I mean? Like this guy looks like he works for Shinra, and he works at the train station. Epaulets, yeah, sure, epaulets. That's what they're called. Something like this guy's outfit looks kind of slummy. Like I could buy this for FF7. Or like this guy with the bandages on his arms. Like that's not too bad.
You had me worried, you jerk.
We thought you were dead.
Just seeing your faces.
Are you crying?
Yeah. I'm not crying.
Talk about weird stuff going down. A reactor bombing, train graveyard getting closed off.
What? The graveyard's closed? One of the locals was
Who closed the graveyard? Oh, I love hanging out at the train graveyard. What are you doing over there?
People talk, rumors spread, and kids get curious. You know how it is.
Speaking of which, you hear it was supposedly a ghost, not a monster, that attacked that guy this afternoon?
They must have been seeing things.
So you just stand here with guns? Is this your guys' like job or something?
talk about weird stuff going down. A reactor bombing.
I like that there's like some Avalanche posters and shit.
What? The graveyard's closed?
Wish they were higher resolution. Use your imagination. Shoot for the stars. Mingar. Prohibited items. Flammable substances. Toxic substances. Corrosive agents. Unauthorized dangerous goods. Warning, hot surface. The fence is hot? What? Danger, hot fence.
Train services have concluded for the day. We will provide an update
Nice,
on the schedule
nice
first
mustache.
When I put him in charge of my stand,
Warning box. This kid's just standing on a warning box. Am I encoding in full resolution? Yeah, this is 1080p. It's just, I think it looks fuzzy because of the temporal anti-aliasing the game uses. It also might be, I don't know, it might be my capture card.
I told him, son, the goal isn't to make a fortune. It's to make people happy. If someone's having
I can't change this while I'm actually streaming.
Well, by the looks of things, I'd say he took that lesson to heart.
I was gonna say it might be the sharpening, the filter, the downscaling filter. Including the UI.
I'm waiting. So the Mako reactor's broken?
Interesting.
For now. But don't you worry. We're gonna fix it. It'll be up and running in no time.
Really? That's great.
Sure is, sweetie.
Yeah, there's some weird shit I don't see on my end. I'm gonna actually do something really quick. I'm gonna go off. It's gonna cause me to go offline for a second. So hold on, just 1 second. I might go offline and back because I'm noticing it too now that I blow up OBS. Let me manually save the game first, really quick. Yeah, there's like some weird noise. Yeah, give me 1 second. I think I know what's causing it, which is a weird thing, but I guess it would be noticeable at 1080p, but not normally. So hold on 1 second. I'll be back in just a minute.